my journey, very early on actually, I got really quite ill, traveling in the jungles, living in the Himalayas, the Amazon. My health was absolutely wrecked. And, I was suffering from fungal infections, viral infections, parasitic infections. I'd been exposed to contaminated water, contaminated food. My cognitive function was completely disrupted. I had all kinds of brain fog. I couldn't think clearly. I had lots of fatigue. I had tons of pain in my gut. And as I said, I was 2 stone underweight. My body was not working. My health was really atrocious. And that happened to me actually quite early on in my journey. So I actually learned to use my diet and my food to just kind of stabilize my condition. I wasn't getting better, but I managed, as I said, to stabilize myself. I wasn't actually getting any worse. And during that 7-year period, I did work with all kinds of practitioners in nutrition and tried my utmost to get well. But you know what? No matter what I did, nothing helped. I could not get well. So here I am. I've landed back in the UK in 2004. And I might as well have been an alien landing on another planet. I'd been living monastic life, a life of prayer, meditation, and service. And, landing back on my feet in the world, was an absolute shock to me. And not only that, I'd lost touch with really most of my friends. The path that I had chosen was really, again, quite alternative for most of them. Quite frankly, they didn't want to know. They thought I was absolutely crazy. I had no money, no job, no work, and didn't really know anybody at all. And fortunately, my parents helped me get started with some accommodation, and I found somewhere to live, and I rented a place. But I had no idea what I was going to do, how I was going to make a living, how I was going to live in the world. Just making the adjustment to live in the world again, that in itself was absolutely huge for me. So I decided, I actually, when I was a teenager, I used to work in a shirt maker's, very famous shirt makers, and they used to make shirts for the royal family. And again, I went back to the shop, and amazingly, nearly all of the same people were working there. And they saw me, they were really pleased to see me, and I asked them if they had some part-time work for me. And I had to start earning some money and learning to live in the world again. So I started part-time work with the shirt makers, and that helped me just, jumpstart, earning some income. And also, would you believe, one of the skills that I also acquired on my travels, I had some landscaping skills and this kind of thing, and I started also doing some part-time work for a landscaping company. And it was really tough. I really felt quite depressed, very lonely, very alone. And at that time, I had to really develop a routine on a daily basis that would ensure that I felt good, because again, the shock of living in the world, being really pretty much alone, it was a very, very difficult time for me. So I had to learn to manage myself in terms of understanding how to learn to make get my mind right for every single day so that I could function in the world and feel good about it. It was a tough time.